I'm so happy you're here. I have so much love for you. This is day 5 of our 7-day yoga challenge, and so whenever you are ready, we are going to start this class in a seat. Whichever leg naturally crosses in front is perfect. And take an inhale, lifting the shoulders up by the ears. Invite some tension there. And then as you exhale, very slowly roll the shoulders back and down. And very gently, maybe you close the eyes, just rock yourself from side to side. Finding some stillness back in center. Placing the right hand on the belly and the left on the heart. Take a full breath in. Feeling the hands rise with the chest and the belly. And breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. And see if you can continue these slow and controlled breaths for a few more moments. Keeping the hands right where they are, maybe placing them on the thighs. The mind feels super noisy right now, overthinking or analyzing or just narrating, that's okay. Just see if every breath you take, you can invite a greater distance from the mind. We're not here to practice controlling or stopping the thoughts. We're here to experience them just like another sense, like sight and smell, something we notice that then passes on. So notice the thought, but keep your focus on your breath. And one breath at a time, the thoughts will begin to feel like background noise. Take a full expansive breath in, feeling this breath in the back of the body, noticing the lungs expand in all directions. Exhale, sigh it out. We're taking a few seated cat and cow. So on your inhale, lift the chest forward. And as you exhale, round, tuck the chin into the chest, press back. Keeping a connection of the hands on the knees. Inhale, roll forward, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Return back to center. Draw a deep breath in, sitting taller, inviting space in the back of the body. And as you exhale, release the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Maybe you very gently rock the neck forward and back in half circles. Playing with the location of the chin, looking up or down. Pausing in any place that feels icky or tight. And on your next inhale, come up through center. And as you exhale, just find this on the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, find your tabletop. Hands under the shoulders. Then walk the hands out in front of you. Release the chest down. Find a puppy pose. Take a breath in. Cleansing breath out. As you inhale, roll yourself forward into a Sphinx pose, walking the feet back. Arms are in a 90-degree angle, and use the connection of all 10 fingers and finger pads to pull the chest forward. Tops of the toes pressing into your mat so the knees lift. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower. Tuck the toes. Engage the core. Use the knees to guide you. We're walking ourselves up into a dolphin. To a forearm downward dog. Breathe in. And breathe out, still pressing the floor away. Inhale. As you exhale, the knees go down. Find a child's pose. Hips go back. Inhale, reach the fingers a little further out in front of you. Exhale, sink the hips back and down. Connect with your next inhale as you lift yourself up into a tabletop. Inhale, reach the right leg back behind you. Engage the core. Then as you exhale, bend the heel towards the glutes. Keeping this 90-degree angle, we're taking 3 hip circles in one direction. And then find these hip circles in the other direction. Allowing this movement to be a moving meditation. Inhale, re-straighten that right leg, tuck the left toe, and then find a 3-legged dog here, lifting the right leg a little higher. Inhale, and as you exhale, hug the knee into the nose, rock forward, and step that foot to the outside of that hand. So both hands are on the inside of that right foot. Lizard lunge here. Make any adjustments with the body. You can come down to that left knee. And for the next few breaths, as you inhale, roll onto the outer edge of that right foot, releasing the knee out to the side. And then as you exhale, hug it in. Knee to elbow. Inhale, release it out to the side. Exhale, hug it in. One more time. When you're ready, return back to center. And very gently, we're just pressing ourselves back, beginning to straighten that right leg. But keep the right thigh engaged to protect the knee. And just notice any sensation you feel in the back of that right leg. Flexing the toes towards the sky, breathe in. And breathe out. Remembering that you're doing it right as long as it feels good in your body. Inhale, rock yourself forward, tuck that back toe, lift the knee, take a big step forward, forward fold. Walk the feet so that they're underneath the hips. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, melt down. And then right here, we're here for a few breaths. So maybe you play around with swinging yourself gently from side to side. Releasing all the weight in the head, unclenching the jaw. Maybe shifting the weight forward and back. With every breath and every movement, we're feeling more relaxed because we're releasing tension in the body. So allow this movement to be an act of self-love toward yourself. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate through the crown of the head. Exhale, melt down, softly bend the knees. Inhale, reach yourself all the way up. Maybe the thumbs softly reach back behind you. And then as you exhale, sink into your chair pose here. Maybe the hands come to heart center, but tuck the tailbone so that you have a long, neutral spine. Engage the core by hugging the belly to the spine. Inhale. Exhale, melt a little deeper. Breathe in. As you breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Focus on this exhale as you fold, step it back, find your plank pose. Close the eyes and decide if you want to keep the knees lifted or if you want to place them down. Inhale, rock yourself forward, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, lower half or all the way. And then inhale, press up into your heart opener, expanding the chest. Feeling this in the body, and as you exhale, find yourself in your downward dog. On your inhale, lift onto the balls of the feet, and as you exhale, sink the heels down. And if the heels don't reach your mat, who cares? Every body is built different. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, release the knees down, find your tabletop. Inhale, left leg reaches back behind you. Exhale, bend the knee so the heel is towards the glute. And when you're ready, we're taking 3 hip circles in each direction. You can always come down to that forearm. And if this is not your favorite movement, see if there's a way you can tweak it so that it feels better in your body. Lubricating the hip joint. And take your time to return the left leg back to the center, extending back behind you. Breathe in. As you breathe out, find your 3-legged dog, lifting the left leg a little higher. Exhale, hug the knee into the nose, rock forward, and step that foot to the outside of the hand. Lizard lunge. Coming down to that back knee, take your time to make any adjustments. Inhale, roll to the outer edge of the foot so the knee falls away from you. Exhale, hug everything in, flattening the foot on your mat. Inhale, release it out to the side. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, release. Exhale, hug it in. And just take a breath. Breathe in. As you breathe out, walking the hands back a bit under the shoulders, begin to straighten out through that left leg. Whatever feels good. We're not forcing anything. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, rock yourself back forward. Tuck that back toe, lift the knee, take a big step forward, forward fold. An option to pause in this forward fold or release the hips down, finding a malasana squat here. Hands come to heart center. Any organic movement that feels good here, welcome it. Inhale. Exhale. Relaxing the shoulders. Breathe in. As you breathe out, melt the hands down, lift the hips, walk the feet back underneath the body. Use an inhale to halfway lift. Take your exhale to melt down, fold. We're taking a gentle twist here. The right hand goes to the outside of the left ankle. Inhale, sweep the right arm high. Maybe it goes behind the back. Breathe in. As you breathe out, we're just switching it out here, reaching the left arm high, reaching for the opposite ankle. Exhale, melt down. Take an inhale to halfway lift, shifting the weight into the toes a little more. Engage the thighs, and as you exhale, melt down, forward fold. Notice if anything opened up in the back of the legs. Softly bend the knees, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Flatten them against the heart. Take a full breath in. And as you breathe out, just tell yourself something good. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, sink into your chair pose. Hug the belly to the spine. And very gently, you can rest here. Or maybe you play with your balance by shifting the weight into that right foot and then hovering the left leg. Maybe you play around with just tapping the toes and then lifting them. But if you'd like, you can find a figure 4 here by crossing the left ankle over the right heel and then sinking down. Breathing in. As you breathe out, sink and settle. Inhale, begin to straighten that front leg. And then hug the left knee into the chest so it's 90 degrees. As you exhale, straighten that leg out in front of you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Seesaw back behind you, finding a warrior 3 pose. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And as you exhale, place the left foot down, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. As you exhale, melt down, forward fold. Softly bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. And take the deepest breath you have today. Inhale fully, filling the belly, filling the chest. Exhale, side out. Take a cleansing breath in. The arms reach high. And as you exhale, sink into your chair. Begin to shift the weight into the left leg this time. Be patient with your balance. Take a breath. And maybe you cross the right ankle over the left thigh this time, sinking into your chair pose. Remembering that you can do hard things. Take a breath in and a breath out. As you inhale, straighten the left leg, hug the right knee 90 degrees. Inhale, straighten the leg out in front of you. As you exhale, seesaw back behind you, find your warrior 3. Whatever it looks like is perfect. Just notice what this feels like in the body. There should be no pinching in the low back. Inhale, exhale, melt down, forward fold. Breathe into halfway lift. Breathe out, fold, bend the knees. Give yourself a gentle hug here like you're in a ball. And then release the glutes down to your mat. We're eventually making our way all the way down to our backs. And so you can reach the arms out in front of you. Slowly lower yourself all the way down or move through a boat pose for 2 breaths. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Squeezing everything in. And then gently release the knees over towards the right. Feel the breath begin to naturally slow down. Inhale, center. And as you exhale, just find this on the other side. Inhale. Side out, exhale. Inhale, center. And we're finding a place to pause here. So maybe you place the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to part. Maybe you extend the legs long. What feels best right now? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. We're melting the shoulders into your mat. Unclench the jaw. Relax the cheeks, the eyes, the eyebrows. Notice the belly rise and fall. Notice your chest. Relax your hips, thighs, and glutes. And I want you to imagine someone or a few people that you really love. And I want you to imagine that feeling, that sense of love, unconditional, in the form of a ball of light right out in front of you. And in the mind, I want you to imagine yourself reaching out in front of you, grabbing this ball of light, and then pressing it into your heart. Filling yourself up with the same love that you offer so many others. So that you can then continue to share your light. Resting here, if you have the time. But if you need to rise on an inhale, place the palms together, bringing the thumbs to the center of the forehead for good thoughts. As you exhale, let them fall to the lips for good words. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, let them fall to the heart for good intentions toward yourself and others. The light in me sees and has so much love for the light in you. Namaste. Living her life.